Hello, welcome to a new studio vlog. I am excited. Today is Wednesday and I have my first little class today that's all about marketing, and I'm really excited to delve in. I have a bunch of paper, I have pens, I have highlighters, I have my smoothie. I am ready to dive in because I've been feeling so, like I said in the last vlog, so unmotivated lately, especially when it comes to marketing. Sometimes, well, most of the time it comes really naturally to me. And I find that by talking about what I'm thinking about, which is 99% of the time my business, just comes naturally to me through stories on Instagram, speaking on these vlogs and things like that. But lately, oh, my light just went off. I've unintentionally taken a step back. I didn't mean to. It just naturally happened. And now I'm finding it hard to get back into the swing of things in terms of marketing without it feeling forced. I'm doing this little session in about 30 minutes. And I'm just excited to, I guess, get the creative juices flowing again. Oh, that's my reminder.
Winging a prayer, we sort of like press send and like close our eyes and, cross our fingers and hope for the best.
So I just answered the door to the postman. He was delivering my stickers and he was like, Coconut Tasha. And I was like, yeah, it's the business name. He was like, business? What kind of business? I was like, yeah, illustration, graphic design. So nothing to do with coconuts. And I was like, no coconuts. It made me laugh, but these should be my stickers restock, my ink, paper, more ink. Let's open up the stickers because I haven't ordered from Sticker App yet. This is my first order from them, so fingers crossed it's okay. I always get so many confused looks over the business name, and honestly, don't even make me try and explain the business name because it has absolutely no meaning whatsoever. I made it up when I was 15 and it's stuck ever since. Yeah, ooh, these are different to how I was expecting. I thought, okay, this is how they look. I thought the entire sticker was holographic. Maybe I should have asked for a proof before. These are my original ones. And the entire thing is holographic. And they're a little bit smaller. I mean, I thought they were the same size, but this is only some of the ink they've chosen to do in holographic. I don't know why they've chosen only certain colours. It seems to be every colour is holographic except for the grey computer screen. It looks nice. It's just not what I was expecting, but that's probably my fault for not asking for a proof. But they still look good. I didn't think they would be that much smaller either. I did measure, but I just thought maybe I didn't realise these were so big. It is a bit of a difference, isn't it? Okay, they look good, just different. I spent the day folding and folding and folding, and I don't think the shelves have ever looked more full. Good morning. Good morning, sweetie. Good morning. Are you happy? Yeah. finally got my first ever sublimation printer. It has been a long time coming and I'm so excited to unbox this. Now, it's my first eco tank, and so it was slightly overwhelming when I unboxed it and realized that you have to transfer the inks and fill the inks yourself and things like that, but it's fine. It was a small learning curve. Comes with all the inks that you need, so you can swap the inks over to sublimation inks, because I believe sublimation inks are completely different to standard inkjet inks, if that makes any sense. So this is essentially a converted Epson Eco Tank, but it was a bit confusing at first, as you can see here. But basically, I just transferred the sublimation inks into the ink bottles to then be transferred into the printer. My first test print was amazing. Like, as you can see here, it's come out so vibrant. I make the colours a lot more vibrant than they need to be, because sublimation tends to make things a lot duller than it should be. I had a few orders to pack at the same time, so I was just testing out these sticker sheets for a big wholesale order so that I could pack those up and get them sent out ASAP, but also sublimated my tumblers at the same time, and I think they turned out really good. I'm so pleased with how they look. Mug heat press is from HTV Rond. I've had it for almost a year now, and it has just helped so much with my mugs and my tumblers to make things like this. The colours came out perfectly. I was so pleased with everything, and considering this was my first go, I was so surprised. Like, I was expecting something to go wrong and it didn't. So there I am, printing a bunch more tumblers. I changed the size a little bit so that I could have this wrap around perfectly with no gaps, and that's the beauty of printing your own things from home, is that you can test multiple items and perfect it without spending money on samples.
This is what happens when you work for a printer. You get a headache.
Oh yeah.
As soon as I walked in the
No,
door,
you arrived with a headache.
as soon as I walked in,
Oh yeah.
don't work for her.
Goodies.
Best job ever, hands down. Best job ever.
Yay! Taking the room apart to put a shelf up there. So we've got the cozy vibes this morning. I'm still looking for proper studio lighting because this bulb is great. I just want something a bit more brighter, a bit less warm, like a daylight sort of bulb. So it's coming in time. I'm gonna get some acoustic wall paneling to go there, and then that wall I think will look complete. And then it's just looking into lighting. Thank you for your suggestions in the last video. I'm gonna go through them and see what light I can just put on my ceiling. This annoying rosette or rose, ceiling rose I think it's called, is kind of in the way of any like flush light fittings, but we'll see. We'll have a go. Good afternoon. You are currently propped up on a bunch of mugs. I've been printing all day and I've made such a big mistake with the tumblers. Let me show you. So these are all seconds because I made a big mistake in printing a bunch of tumblers incorrectly. And I recently got my new subby, which means I can print all the prints and transfers that I want for my mugs and tumblers. And I played around with the settings a little bit and made sure that the size was just perfect and the colors were perfect and everything like just went so well. And what I didn't realize was the T is somehow upside down on 20 of these tumblers. I didn't notice and I sent out 5 because I did a big restock last week, and my customer emailed me like, just have my order, I love it, but the T is upside down. She was like, it's fine, I just want you to know in case the rest are like it. And I was like, don't worry, I'll send you a new one. I'm going to send a replacement because I don't know how that happened. So immediately I went to check the rest of my stock and they are all like that. And I don't know how I missed it. Like, as a graphic designer, I think all I look at when I print things is like the colors, the layout, the way it looks. I don't read, and that's my mistake. But yeah, the T is upside down. So I'm fixing that. I'm boxing up all the seconds and these will just go into the super second sale as usual, but I have 20 of those. Yeah, just a big mistake that I won't be making again. So I'm spending my entire day just printing, transferring, printing mugs, and correcting those few orders. Luckily it was only 5, but still it's 5 that should never have happened. And I feel awful, so I'm just correcting those orders now. Luckily, they're all UK orders, so the shipping, it won't be like too bad. But yeah, we all make mistakes sometimes. It's just annoying. Excuse the mess. I've just been to the gym. Well, I did yoga. I'm not sure yoga is the best thing to do in the morning because it doesn't really wake me up. It makes me want to go back to sleep. I just been to the embroidery shop. I don't have a box or a bag, but I just picked up a few flowers, cakes and caffeine t-shirts and a few making it up as I go t-shirts because I desperately need those. And then I'm getting other bits and pieces embroidered. I think a few Stationery Addict sweaters. This is getting on my nerves. What is this? A few Stationery Addict sweaters and a few making it up as I go sweaters maybe. But I gotta go because Mochi didn't go out for a wee this morning and it's raining, so I need to go let him out. Go on, go and have a wee. Go on, out you go. You go, no, go on. Go and have a wee. Yay, is he going? No. It is 10:30 in the morning, you haven't been yet. Do you not need to go for a wee? Why? It's not even raining that much. Well. So I forgot to tell you yesterday that I had the xTool. It's massive. Like there's no space for it in my office. It's gonna go in my dad's workshop, which we need to rearrange because there's no room. I think it'll still fit nicely on a table, on a desk. It's just, our room is just so small. The workshop is so small. But I kind of surprised my dad with it. And he's been looking at the M1 for ages. So we got it. He was over the moon. I kind of wish I filmed his reaction because he was just shocked. He was so shocked. So we're going to try and set that up this week and see what we can make with it. Dad's got a load of ideas. I've got a load of ideas. We're looking forward to using the inkjet function. And I'm looking forward to using the embossing tool with gold foil. I know you can do that with the Cricut, but maybe we can cut out some nice keychains or something, like leather keychains or some notebooks or journals, or I don't know, the possibilities are endless. So we're both really excited. And then today I want a really productive day, because yesterday I felt super lazy. I've just spent the week like fixing things that have gone wrong. Like there's been a few orders that have gone a bit wrong, like those tumblers that I fixed now and they've been sent out, but also just a few minor mistakes that have been happening that I needed to fix. So this week I really wanted to focus on the autumn collection, which hasn't been made yet, but I haven't been able to because I wanted to fix everything. So I'm gonna get back now. I've got like a little schedule of the day. I'm gonna do my emails. I have a call at 12 o'clock. Then I set aside some time to pack some orders, and then I set aside some time to focus on the autumn collection and bits and pieces like that. So fingers crossed for a really, really, really productive day. Like I said, my dad was so shocked by this, so here we are unboxing. I mean, I was shocked by how big the box was and how many things were involved. So this is the xTool M1 Ultra, and now I already have the M1, but the difference with this one is that it is 20 watt, whereas my previous laser cutter was 10 watt. This one has twice the power, but also the laser head on this one is really interesting because you can swap it out for different parts. So you can swap the laser out for an inkjet printer, so it prints and cuts and engraves all in the same space. So we are super excited to try it out. Here is everything you can see at once, at a glance. It has all the different materials. So I've been testing out like acrylic in the past, but I really wanted to try the engraving on this. I know that you can do this on a Cricut as well, but because you can do everything in one go with the M1 Ultra, I thought it'd be nice to try some printing methods, some engraving methods, some gold foiling. As you can see here, we are doing a lot of tests just to perfect it, because this is something we've never done before. And I think we were quite happy with the final test that we done. I think it looks pretty good with the gold foil here. And then we decided to try out what it would be like if we printed a wedding invitation as an example. So we used the inkjet printer here, just threw something together really quickly. It was really late at night. The quality isn't the best, the design isn't the best, but we're going to ignore that because this is testing purposes only. And I think it worked well. Like, we have the image and then the foil on top, but I think I need to do more experiments ASAP. So I haven't long got back, and I'm just getting through all my emails now and clearing my inbox, and I just had such a lovely email from Mo, who's a new subscriber to my YouTube channel. Her daughter has been binge watching my videos. They binge watch them together. She's called Angel. She's 16 and just out of school, and wants to know, is there any tips you can give her to start, what equipment to use, etc. So when I was 16 and I just left school, I think I literally just had my printer. It wasn't a very good printer, but it was good enough. I had my printer and my laptop, and it wasn't an iMac. It was just some sort of Windows laptop. For the time, it wasn't very good. And I made art prints, and I sold those art prints to invest money into the business so that I could afford the bigger things. So I wouldn't recommend just buying all the equipment straight away, because it doesn't work like that, and it's better off starting small. So a laptop or a computer and a printer if you want to make illustrations. If that's not your thing, I recommend, I'm not sure, it depends what kind of creative subject or creative area you want to focus on. Like, the heat press for me has been a game changer. And although I didn't buy it, I was kindly gifted it by HTV Runs. I would buy it 1,000 times over, because it's just been so amazing for me to be able to transfer my illustrations onto pouches or t-shirts or products like that. It depends on what you're thinking of doing, but for me, I started off as small as possible. I already had my laptop, I already had my printer, and I made art prints, and then I grew the business from there. You don't have to print your own either. I know a lot of people use print on demand websites. I know Society6 and Redbubble was huge for me back in the day, and these are websites you can just upload your designs to and pop them onto products, but they print and ship everything for you. So if your customer was to buy, for example, a t-shirt, you wouldn't have to do anything. Yes, you get a very small percentage, but I think it's totally worth it considering you don't actually make any of the stuff for yourself. You don't deal with the shipping, you don't deal with the customer service. You literally just make the artwork and put it on the website. So yeah, I'm not sure how great that advice is, but thank you so much, Mo and Angel, for watching my videos. I hope that helps. If you have any specific questions, pop them in the comments and we can all help each other out. But yeah, I'm just clearing my inbox now, and that was just a really lovely email, and I wish you all the best. So I've just spent the morning on FaceTime with my best friend Kaylee, and I've made these autumn mug designs. So I'm thinking to have a few quotes on just to go with the sweater that I already have that says pumpkin spice and all things nice. And I was thinking it'd be nice to have little quotes around the mug similar to my making it up as I go design. And I've just popped on like little colours of pumpkins and apples and acorns and mushrooms, just because I find, I don't know, the colour scheme for this one, I've chosen pinks, purples and oranges because I find colour schemes for autumn and winter really uninspiring for me. So I'm hoping this colour palette will go with the things that I already have, but also still be autumnal. So this is the design and I'm printing it now, hoping to try it on some mugs. And these are the new mugs I have. They are lilacs. They have a nice lilac handle and lilac on the inside. So I think the design will look quite nice on these ones. I'm just going to test it and see how it goes. I think the colours can be made a little bit darker, like here. Maybe the mushrooms too, and that acorn looks a bit blurry. Okay, I'm pleased. I think I need to focus on the middle section a bit. Just edited the colours super slightly on screen. They always look super saturated on screen compared to how they look in real life. So it's just a case of making these very saturated and then sending it to print and seeing what happens basically. You can see it better in the light now, but I think it looks really good. There's a bit of fading going on there. Looks perfect. I'm really pleased. I'm really happy with that. Just need to perfect the colours ever so slightly, but I love it. And I love the purple, the lilac handle. I think it is beautiful. I don't think you can tell too much on camera, but this is the new one. And I think the colours are just a bit more vibrant, especially on the mushrooms and the whipped cream. So I think I'm pretty much happy with this one. Also, I changed my logo from pink to lilac just to match the handle on this one. I'm super pleased with how they turned out. What do you think? I'm hoping to launch these alongside the sweater, t-shirt and the tote bag. So we just got to my parents' house, ready to engrave the rest of the tumbler lids with the new xTool M1 Ultra. And my dad has a new office, let me show you. Look at my dad's new workshop. So this was like my sister's old bedroom. And since we've all moved out, we have turned this into a workshop. So this was the very first laser cutter, the xTool M1, that I was kindly gifted a few years ago, and now xTool have kindly gifted me the xTool M1 Ultra. Now my studio space is not that big. This is actually quite compact, I think, for what it does. It's like an inkjet, a laser cutter, and a blade cutter all in one. I'm so excited about the inkjet because I've not seen that on a machine before. But I just want to engrave the tumbler lids at the minute. So just going to keep things simple and go from there. I did a few testers yesterday. this looks like a mess, but it is just a tester. But I'm out of breath, I don't know why. Let's get on with engraving. And here it is. I don't know why it's beeping so much, but I think we're all good. So, okay, it beeps when the lid opens. So this is the laser. This is the 20-watt laser, which is double the power of the M1. It comes with both the 20-watt and the 10-watt, and this is interchangeable. And then it just lifts out. So this is the actual laser here. And you can swap them. So you can swap this with the 10-watt, you can swap this with the inkjet, which is here. But it's just so cool and convenient. And I think this then can be changed with the blade. There we go. Press it down, flip that over. I'm gonna just try 2 at once because convenience is my middle name. And I don't want to do it like 10 at once just in case it doesn't work. So let's try it. So this machine is actually more accurate than the M1 because it used pinpoint positioning, which is what you can see here with the red cross, which means it's just more accurate than the previous laser cutter. Now this is just a little test. So here I am framing the design to make sure everything fits. And here's the instructions that I use to engrave it onto the lids. Now it's very, very simple, but somehow I managed to get one of the designs slightly off center. Now this was my first time engraving on this machine and I know what I did wrong. It's very annoying, but it is trial and error at first and you're always gonna get those seconds, those slight mistakes, but it's very, very easy to use. And although one went wrong, the other one was perfect. And then I perfected all of them. And it's just so easy to use. Like, look how cute they look. I just love how multifunctional this laser cutter is going to be, and I can't wait to test out the inkjet printing along with the laser cutting and the engraving all at the same time. I just can't wait to do more, but for now I need to get these lids done and they look fantastic. Thank you so much xTool for sending me the M1 Ultra. The tumbler lids are all done. I've been doing the pumpkin spice ones and I also made a few for the flowers, cakes and caffeine design as well. So I'm going to take those back to the studio now and it is about 7 p.m. So I'm going to call it a day, have some dinner and get back to it tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day before the pumpkin spice launch. So lots still to do. But before that, me and my mum had a market to do. This was my mum's first ever market and I'm so proud of how her stand looks and how she's made all these clay earrings. She's just so cute and I can't get enough of it. This market was really great. The vibes were amazing. Like, it wasn't super busy, so I'm glad my mum brought along her earrings so that we could start making whilst times were a bit quiet. But the vibes were great. We both made a profit and we had a lush time. Good morning. I am out of breath because I just done a little morning workout, like a 10-minute workout just to get the day started because I've been feeling so sluggish lately and I'm like, why? I thought I'd start this morning on the right foot. Got my breakfast, got my smoothie, did a little workout, wrote down a little to-do list of everything I need to do today. Mainly just packing orders because we had the market on the weekend. My mum's first ever market and she did so well. It was not the best market in terms of sales, but definitely one of the best in terms of vibes. And I made a profit, my mum made a profit. So we left feeling very happy and it was just a nice day. Like, the weather was great, the music was great, the people were great. It was just really nice. Then I run like a little free shipping thing on my emails for my newsletter subscribers on Monday because it was bank holiday, so it's actually Tuesday today. I have some orders to pack, so let's get on with those.
Like in my personal life, like Disney travel, and then I decided to look up the catalog and try and like remember why I started in the first place, and to try and really like move it. Like it doesn't matter when I really am on the somewhere on like when my Instagram was doing really well. They enjoy seeing the characters and have fun seeing the characters. So this year. creation challenge, for example, post creation challenge, and daily story challenges. I like it because I'm actually getting it in. Some people might like them, some people I actually like it. So I know this sort of thing is definitely something that Instagram has implemented. People posting on.
Which is £3, and see what small community helps me grow. So as well would be without this. So that's how trying to draw new things. If you aren't sure what QuickBooks is, it's essentially an accounting software.
We ended the week by heading to Caerphilly's Cheese Festival. This used to be called the Big Cheese and it used to be like full of fun fair rides, but they've changed it now to the Cheese Festival because, well, I think it's called the Cheese Festival because Caerphilly cheese comes from Caerphilly. Yeah, it's just full of like markets and stalls and food and good vibes and just a nice day out. So we spent like a good few hours here just trying all different foods and having a great time. It was nice to explore the town and see it so busy and see all the shops, and I feel like I always take it for granted, but I'm so lucky to call this area my home, and these mac and cheese balls were stunning. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching and I'll be with you soon with a new one. Bye!